Hey there, welcome to More Business, More Life TV. And today I want to talk about how do we slow down so we can get things done quicker. Yes, I did say that. Slow down to go faster. How the heck do you do that, Steve? It sounds like an oxymoron. Well, let's find out. So I just told you, why don't we slow down to speed up? And how is that possible? You see, as an entrepreneur myself and being a C-level executive, being the president and CEO of more than one company, I have, led things. And the first thing I did was run like a rabbit as fast as I could, get as much as I can get done, as fast as I can get done. And I still have those tendencies. That's why I have a piece of art right here, a turtle that reminds me to slow down. Because there is a Chinese proverb that says slow down to go faster. Or is it quickly? I don't know. I might have paraphrased it here, but it's that essence. Slow down to go faster. Slow down to go faster. It's like, what are you talking about? It sounds so ridiculous. It's like another saying that I have now. If you want to get more done, take more breaks. What? Like, that is ridiculous, right? But it's not. Here's why it's not. I've noticed when I was going really, really fast, you're running and you're making a turn here and a turn there and a turn here and a turn there. And then what happens is we might be running faster than others, but we're making a lot of tangents and we're bumping into this and bumping into that. When I've slowed down, I see the bumps. I see the walls that I might bump into, and I can get the most direct route. In fact, we can even collapse time because we can move to where we want to in a much more strategic pattern. And then a lot of times this also is reflection where we bring someone else in. That's why I've had mentors and coaches. That's why I have programs that I help people with now, because when you have that outside perspective, it's like if I'm running through the maze and I'm going through and I'm trying to get through as quickly as I can, I probably will get through if I just keep going and I persist. But if I also have a mentor that's above, that let's say they're in a drone and they're looking down on the corn maze, like a human maze, they can actually radio to me and say, hey, turn left, turn right, and they can see where I need to go. When we're in our life, we have a narrow focus. Our vision is, in fact, impaired a lot of times. And I know I've been there where I didn't know how to go, where to go. In fact, I even felt like I was in a room that had no windows and no doors. And for years, and I did say years, I was trying to break out. Cut through this wall, cut through that wall with this saw, with that saw. Then I even hired people to cut through walls, and every wall, there was another wall and another wall, and we couldn't get out. And then when I finally met my first big mentor that helped me, he was like, Steve, there's a door right there. And there was a door. I'm like, where did this door come from? And he said, Steve, it was always there. The door was always there. I just didn't slow down enough to see it. And as ridiculous even that sounds, just try it. So what I want you to do is, in all of the overwhelm, when people come to me, my clients come to me and they're like, Steve, I'm completely overwhelmed. Then I say, take a break. And then they're like, what? How am I going to take a break? I have so much to do. I'm like, exactly. Take a break. It doesn't have to be a long break. 5-minute break, 10-minute break. Sometimes you need a vacation because you're not recharging. If you have your battery low and you never charge it, you're always working on a low battery, that is not efficient. We think we're getting a lot done because we're putting more time in, but we're doing it at half power. That is not efficient. So sometimes you do need to take a long weekend or a vacation and come back with a fresh perspective. So if you can, and you can afford that time, or you have a holiday that you can take, it might be worth it if you're on burnout. You need to recharge your cells. You need to recharge your body, and for your own health and energy. Because remember, it's not about time. People think when I start talking about more business, more life, that they often think I'm about time, that we need more time. And yes, we want more time, but what we really want is we want more energy, right? If we have all the time in the world, but we don't have any energy, then what is that time? So we want to have a higher energy. And in order to do that, we need to recover, and you need to have micro breaks, and you need to have longer breaks. So what I want this message to come to today is I want to encourage you to start taking 5-minute breaks. The way that I set up my schedule is I typically have 10-minute meetings, 20-minute meetings, and 90-minute bigger meetings. And I make a shorter day, first of all, so that I can have more recovery and I actually get more done, and I'll outperform other people because my power is at if it's a 1 to 10, I'm at a 9 or a 10. Maybe an 8 sometimes, but then when I start getting to 7 or 8, then that's when I know I need to take a break. So then I come back and I'm always operating at that peak performance instead of being at a 5 or a 4, or even sometimes I meet people, they're just going and they're at like a 3, and even though you're putting the hours in, you're not getting as much done as I am when I have my energy at a high level, or as you could if you had your energy at that high level. So when I have a 10-minute meeting, I have a 5-minute break. When I have a 20-minute meeting, I have a 10-minute break. When I have a 90-minute meeting, I have a 30-minute break. And then I'm making sure I get a good lunch break. Typically, my meal break, I take 90 minutes, because I found that shorter than that is not too. By the time you prepare your food, and then usually if you're faster, you're not eating as good of food. So again, your energy level's going down. I want to watch what nutrition I'm putting in my body so that my energy's higher. And I want to take that time, and I want to go for a walk. I want to move my body. And these are all things that slow us down, you could say, in perception, but they speed me up, because then I come in at my full power and I get more done. And so if you don't believe me, all you have to do is try this out. You can always go back to what you were doing, right? I'm not taking anything away. All what you want to do is try something new. So try to insert more 5 or 10-minute breaks. Try to take a longer meal break. Try to reflect at the end of the day. What worked well? Give yourself time. What worked well? So I often go sit on that couch back there, and I'll just get my notebook and I'll get away from this desk that I'm sitting at right now, and I'll go sit down, or I'll walk outside and I'll say, what worked well today? What didn't work? What can I do better tomorrow? And I reflect. That time of reflection is what gives the opportunity for me to improve, for me to have more success. And when I used to just leave work and then come back and work again, and then work more, and then leave work and then come back and work, I'm never giving time for that reflection. So I really want you to give pause. I want you to slow down. I want you to be turtle-like, slow down, so that you can actually then speed up. It's an amazing thing. I saw a little comic, and it showed a turtle and a hare, a turtle and a rabbit, and they said, "Oh, I'll race you home." And then the turtle says, "Okay." And then I wish I need to have a rabbit here now too. But then the rabbit says, "Okay," and he takes off. And then the turtle just goes inside his shell and says, "I'm home. I'm home. I already made it." So perception plays a large role to this. And what you give time to and slow down, your perspective will change. You'll be able to get where you want to go faster. So give it a try. Slow down so you can speed up. I hope this has been useful today. Look forward to seeing you on our next television episode. As always, remember, choose gratitude and create freedom. We'll see you on the next episode. Hey there, I want to give you something really big. It's called Clear Path to Customers. It's the way that we get the right language to get the right client. I like to call them your wow clients, so that you can have more results, more revenue, more raving fans, and more referrals. And I want to give this to you absolutely free. And all you have to do is go to stevenapolitan.com to check it out, or you can look at the description here. We'll put the details there. As always, remember, choose gratitude and create freedom.